Coming up, I arrive on a desert island in this brand new world. During the episode, I'll be getting ready for a whole new season of adventures by doing a bunch of mining, gathering a few resources, and building an epic starter house. Let's create. Welcome to a brand new world on a brand new mod pack called FXNT Create 2, which you can download from CurseForge and play along. The seed I'm using for this world is that one in the bottom corner there, and we have arrived on this little deserted island with really not a great deal on it other than some of those hermit crabby things and some nice looking trees. It's a relatively remote island, and I think it looks great for a starter island, although it might be lacking a few important resources, such as food. Food's going to be quite a difficult thing to get here unless I fancy going fishing, but before I go fishing I need to chop down some trees and get myself some tools. And there we go. Our first tree is mined. I want to leave these trees on here because I quite like these, but fortunately for us there's a bunch of birch around here that we can get. And now that I've got access to... Ooh, what's this? We've got some coconut shells. What can I do with those? I guess I maybe can eat it? I can. Oh, that's handy. Huh. Well, we got free food here as well. Oh, look, there's some more over here. Oh, this is good. And you get a coconut husk at the end of it as well. Wonderful. Anyway, I need to make a craft... That's not a crafting table. There we go, finally. Jeez. Give me loads of wood. Give me some sticks. Give me a shovel. And a pickaxe as well. Is that another one just drop? Okay, right, they just drop. Right. Huh, I wonder what that noise was. That's fine. Right, okay, now we got a shovel. It's time to head somewhere I don't want to make a mess from, get underground and start doing some digging. But before I do digging, I should really think about getting some food. And food's going to be tricky because I haven't got any string, although these coconuts keep dropping, so maybe we'll be okay. I don't think they fill your hunger up too much though. But what we can do is use a little bit more of these sticks, make ourselves a sword and go sea fishing. There's a whole bunch of fish down here. Come here, little fishes. Oh, look, a dolphin. Come to say hello. Hello, my friend. Oh, look, a crab claw and coconuts. What can I do? Can I eat it? No, I can't eat it. But what can I do with it? I can make 2 crab claws. What does it do? You can put efficiency on it, on breaking, mending. What? Soulbound? Is it like a pickaxe? Huh. Okay, well, I wasn't expecting that, but while I'm here, we'll collect a couple more coconuts, and we are pretty good for food right now, so I guess I should be getting underground and doing some of that. Oh, hang on. Wait. Getting underground and doing some of that digging. And I was going to say this is a good place to start, but I'm not sure it is because of all the water. What's this, though? What can I do with that? It's a seashell, obviously. Can I eat it? I can make sand castles, and I can turn them into fancy blocks as well. But I want to make a sand castle. Okay, we just need a little bit of sand. This is fine. We're going to be digging up this beach anyway in order to go mining in a minute, so a bit of sand's not going to hurt. Let's put down our crafting table. Let's do what it just told me to do. And there we go. We've made a sand castle. That's amazing. I'm so impressed. Jeez. Right, anyway, sandcastles are not helping me do mining, so let's pick up my crafting table and get myself some stone and stuff that I'm going to... Oh, jeez, I better not dig down under there. Let's head in a little bit and then do some digging so that we... Oh, coconuts. Here we go. This is where we're going to dig. It's going to be good. It's going to be fine. There's not going to be any problems at all. Ah, there we go. We've found some stone. Hurrah. Right, okay, we can get ourselves equipped with a furnace then and some Really? Really? Why's everything got to be wet, mate? Oh, jeez. In terms of smelting, we need to put our fish in here, and I guess the best way of cooking these is going to turn those into slabs, I think, and do that. That should be good. And while that's cooking, I'm going to take me coconuts and head back down here and see how this crab claw gets on at digging this stone. Very slowly. Okay, crab claw's not a good idea. Stone pickaxe it is then. Let's do this. Oh, it's wet again. Wow, these coconut slices really don't do a great deal. I can make a tropical stew might be good if I got some crab meat. That's a naked crab. Come back here, I need your meat. It just gave me a claw. Huh. Do I have to kill you with something? No, you gave me... Oh, you're using coconuts for your shells. Look at how good... They're running off. Come back. Will you just get me claws as well? I don't want claws, I want crab meat. Oh, jeez. Oh, I have to cook the claw to get the crab. Right, we got this. How hard could it be? Take out the fish, put in the crab claw. I can't stack them, so I'll have to do one at a time, I guess. There we go. Right, okay, let's make some delicious foods. There we go, tropical stew. We got 3 of them. We got 11 fish. I got a handful of tools. It must be time for a mining montage. Need more wood. But before I go on a mining montage, I need a little bit more wood so that I can take it down the mines with me in order to make things like torches and stuff if I ever find coal. And there we go. I think that's all of the smelly birch ones gone. We've got plenty of wood now. Now it's time for a mining montage. And while in-game me is doing some super speedy mining, editor me is going to tell you all about the mods featured in this series. This time we're running on Fabric rather than Forge for a bunch of reasons, and of course this is still heavily focused on Create and a bunch of its add-ons. So let's start with what's the same. I've kept what I consider the core mods to this series, including Create Crafts and Additions, Create Deco, Create Diesel Generators, Create Enchantment Industry, Create Bells and Whistles, and Create Steam and Rails. We've also still got Carry On, Chipped, Applied Energistics 2, Farmer's Delight, Free Cam, FXNT Bits and Bobs, Immersive Paintings, Nature's Compass, Sophisticated Backpacks, Choice Theorems, Overhauled Village, Tectonic, Time Control, Trowel, Vein Mining, Waystones, and Zeros Minimap and World Map. But which mods have been removed since last season? Well, some of these I've removed by choice, some just didn't have Fabric alternatives, and some, like Create Slice and Dice, just weren't compatible with the other mods in this pack. Starting with Create Slice and Dice, Create Stuff and Additions, Create The Factory Must Grow, Traveller's Backpack, Supplementaries, More Villagers, Alex's Caves, William Withers Overhauled Overworld, Better Village, Bio Makeover, Dungeons and Taverns, Illager Invasion, Tidal Towns, and Towns and Towers. Jeez. I've also swapped out a few mods for some Fabric alternatives, and those include swapping out the Construction one for Building ones, Torchmaster for Magnum Torch, Alex's Mobs for Naturalist, Framed Blocks for Templates 2, Storage Drawers for Tom's Simple Storage, and the Gravestone mod for Your Engraved Danger. And finally, I've added a bunch of new mods to this season's pack, and those include Create Copycats Plus, Create New Age, Let's Do Bakery, Brewery, and Vinery, Better End and Better Nether, Botany Pots, Comforts, Decorative Blocks, Diagonal Walls, Fences and Windows, Display Case Mod, Ecologics, Friends and Foes, Handcrafted, Isometric Renders, a bunch more of the Macaws mods, Mini Hood, Nifty Carts, Replay Mods, Straw Statues, and of course Create Storage, which is my brand new mod, and you can check that out in my previous video. And there's a whole bunch more quality of life and performance mods too. If you want a full list, then you can check that out on my Discord, or you can just search for FXNT Create 2 on CurseForge and download it for yourself. Well, that was quite the haul, although I'm pretty short on food again now. As you can see, I got a whole bunch of different kinds of blocks, and I even got a few shinies, 12 diamonds, a bunch of iron, some redstone, lapis, and all of this good stuff. I even found some of this magnetite stuff, which is from Create New Age for making, well, power and stuff like that. But before we get carried away with Create stuff, I need to make some Create stuff. You see, in order to make a bed and have somewhere to sleep, I'm gonna be heading over to that little island over there, which is full of trees and grass, and I'm hoping there might be some sheep on it too. But the main reason I'm going over there is because I want to chop down a whole bunch of that wood, so I've got some building materials. And in order to chop down wood, I don't want to be using this rubbish little stone axe. I mean, I could use some of those diamonds I've just got, but it would be much more effective to make some Create things. This is a Create Let's Play after all. The first thing I'm going to need is a hand crank, so I'm going to need some andesite alloy, and to get that I just need some andesite and iron, or andesite and zinc. And it just so happens I picked up a whole bunch of zinc. I'm going to save my iron for later, but I do need to smelt this down. I don't have much coal though, so I'm going to use the little bit of wood that we've got left, turn that into a bunch of slabs, shove it in there, and take that iron out and put some of this zinc in instead. In fact, we'll have some of that in there as well. I also got some thorium, which is from Create New Age, and apparently use that to make heat pumps and crush it into radioactive thorium and nuggets of experience and things, and you can even mix it together and make thorium. Oh, you can double it up. Right, okay, gotcha. So let's grab a little bit of this zinc out of here, turn it into some nuggets, and now we should be able to make a reasonable amount of andesite alloy. Now we need to get a little bit more wood, make some planks, put one of those there, and we've got a hand crank. But now we need a mechanical saw, and that requires andesite casing and pressed iron, or iron sheet. And I don't have a press. And a press is an iron block, more andesite casing, and some shaft, which is more andesite alloy. So let's make some shafts, strip down a little bit of this wood, and turn it into some andesite casing, grab myself an iron block, and make myself a handy press. And if I stick my press above this crafting... No, that's not ideal, no. If I put a block here then, and then stick my press on there, and then get rid of that block, stick on my little hand crank, and throw down a few pieces of iron, I can now make myself some pressed iron. There we go, we've got pressed iron now, which means we can craft a mechanical saw. And now all I need to do is munch on a bunch of these coconuts and go and destroy some of those trees. However, there's one more thing I need. If we do find any sheep, we might as well shear them rather than kill them, and then we can go back and get more. I'm going to need my handle as well. Let's do this. That island is quite far away. I'm going to need a boat, as I've decided. I should just about have enough wood left to make myself a boat. There we go, a nice birch boat. And now here we go. And look at all of those wonderful trees. We got oak, we got birch. I don't really want birch. I'm not seeing any sheep though. Got pumpkins. That could be useful. Let's go to where the pumpkins are. Yoink. Okay, right. First of all, I'm going to have a little bit of a scout round this little island and see if we can find any animals. And if we can't find any animals, then I should just start chopping down trees. What is that? A wild boar? Oh, geez. I hope they're friendly. You're not sheep, though, mate. I could really do with some sheep in this forest. There's a mushroom, though. I'll take it. Oh, more mushrooms. And some wild onions. I'll take those as well. But seemingly no sheep. However, if I look on the map, I can see there's a whole bunch of sheep over here, as well as some bees, rabbits, and skeletons underground. Hey, they are. We found sheep. Wow, and quite a lot of sheep. And a few more mushrooms as well. What was that? What is that? Is that a beaver? It's a lizard, apparently. It's a big lizard. Jeez. Now, it might be a good idea to get rid of a few of these sheep because I am going to be hungry. Sorry, guys. Kind of want to know what's inside that lizard. There's two of them. I need to see your insides. I got... What? It did what? Stop it. Stop it. I don't like it. It's freaking me out. Why is the lizard's tail... Jeez. Okay, right. That was interesting. Oh, a waystone. That'll come in handy. I'll take it. More sheep. Bit of rabbit. Lovely. Right, now I'm starving to death. I should probably go home and cook some of this meat so that I've actually got enough energy to chop these trees down. But before I go home, I'm wondering what wild boar to... Oh, chickens. This island's got everything. Maybe I should have lived here. What do you got, mate? Oh, they run away. They're not... Oh, they don't even hurt. I'm sorry. Bacon. Okay. There's a bear? Can you eat a bear? Will the bear kill me? There's only one way to find out. Yeah, he's a pretty angry bear, and he does a lot of damage, but he didn't survive long against my iron sword. He didn't drop anything either, though. Apparently, there's a dog here as well, but I haven't got any bones. We'll go home, get bones, cook my dinner, come back, get a dog, and then I'll get wood. And while I'm swimming back to my boat, I might as well get some kelp. That's going to come in handy for create. So now that I'm home and I've got my dinner on the oven, we've got our waystone down, all I need to do is craft myself a little sleeping bag, and that's me sorted for sleep. I don't even need wood to turn it into a bed. I'm going to eat my last tropical stew. Wow, that filled up a lot of hunger. I just heard a witch. There's a witch in my hole. This is no, thank you. No witches. So now that I've got a decent supply of food on the go, there's one more thing I wanted to do. I'm pretty sure I saw a shipwreck kicking around here somewhere. There it is, look. It is quite deep down though, but it might be worth a quick investigate to see if we can get a treasure map or anything useful. Okay, here we go. Oh, there's a chest just there, look. Oh, and it's full of rope and wheat and rotten flesh and tomato seeds. Could be helpful. But will there be another chest inside there? I don't think there will. I think that one only had one chest. And have a quick look. Might be another one in here, but I don't think so. No, it's too full of gravel. Okay, let's get out of here. And let's go get myself some wood and maybe even a dog, if he's still there. And there he is. There's still a dog. There's two dogs. I've only got 2 bones, though. And he's eating the sheep. That's okay. You don't look quite so vicious. Please be my friend. He was! Instantly! Will you be my friend as well? Hello there, I got a bone, look. I got 2 friends! Both of them on the first go! Oh, it's destiny. It's meant to be. And there's a deer! Oh, look at that. Wow, what a majestic looking deer. What do you do? I need you. No, come back. I need you. Come here. There we go. Oh, deer meat. Venison? Yes, deer meat. That's what I said. Well, I need to stop messing about chasing chickens and deers and taming dogs and start getting rid of some of this wood. So I guess it's probably time-lapse time again. Let's do this. And there we go. I've got a reasonable amount of wood now, a whole bunch of leaves for decoration, but I'm slightly concerned. Throughout that, this dog was following me around loads. He's going to need a name, by the way. But the other dog appears to have totally gone missing, and I've got no idea where it is. Perhaps the replay will help me out when I edit that later. But, yeah, other dog doesn't seem to have made it. Oh, there's a dog in this direction. Right at the end over here. Maybe I sat him down by mistake. There he is. You were sat down looking after this egg. Oh, you silly wolf. Come on, let's go. It's time to go home, guys. No, this is going to be slow and painful, isn't it? I don't think they'll teleport to me. However, if I just happen to claim the chunks that they're in and load those, they should be absolutely fine when I get to the other side. Are my dogs going to arrive? They are. Well, one of them is. They're both here. Excellent. Oh, good. I must remember to unclaim those chunks when I'm back over in that area. But for now, it's time to get ourselves sorted out with all of this amazing stuff that I just got. Which means we're going to need a whole bunch more chests because these are already pretty much full. The first thing I'm going to do with this wood is take that much of it, turn this much into slabs, and then cook that much. And the reason I'm doing that is I'm going to really need charcoal for torches and for cooking other stuff as well. Don't forget we've got all of these ores that need smelting. However, this is create. And there's a few things that we can do. The first thing is to make myself a couple of buckets and then go dashing back down that big old mine of mine and find some lava. And there should be some just in this section here, if I remember correctly, around this little corner. There we go. Couple of buckets of lava. Wonderful. Next, we're going to need to grab that kelp that we got and steal some of this and put it in there and make some kelp. And then we can use that to make ourselves a couple of funnels. I also want to use some of this andesite casing we made ourselves earlier to make a depot. Let's just shove that down there. And now I'm going to need a little bit more of that pressed sheet so I can make myself a propeller. And with that propeller, I should be able to make myself an encased fan. And that encased fan needs to go a couple of blocks up just on top of there like that. And I've just realised I've got absolutely no feather falling, so everything's going to hurt. Oh, jeez. Ow. On top of this depot, we're going to put a shaft. Not that way. I really need a wrench. Facing down, please. No, no. Oh, gee. There. Just like that. Now we're going to need a couple of trapdoors, maybe 4 of those. Thank you very much. And we're going to put those around this block here. Inside of that little hole there, I'm going to put myself some lava. And then I'm going to go get myself a bucket of water. Not that I need it right now. I also don't need these funnels right now either, but that's fine. Or do I? I'm also going to craft myself up a couple more barrels. And I'm going to pop one at either side of this thing, but I don't think this is going to work. No, it won't. However, if I get rid of that and put one of those there, I can't spin it around. Put one of those there. There we go. Get rid of that one. Don't need that one. We've now got ourselves a blaster. And anything I put in there is going to come out onto there, get blasted, and then I can come and pick it up. But it's only going to do one at a time because this isn't a brass funnel. So I'll probably be better off just placing them on there myself. Which means I need to get rid of that and put that shaft back on there. There we go. But of course this isn't going to work because we've got no power. And how are we going to get power? Well, that's where my little bucket of water comes in handy. All I need to do is craft myself up a water wheel. And because this is early game and I'm very cheap, I'm not going to put it down here and then send the power up there because I'm very cheap and this is early game. What I'm actually going to do is just pile up to the top here, put that put the water wheel there like that, place all of these blocks around it in a very attractive and well decorated style, build a little wall around this bit here, just like that, there we go, and pop a bucket of water in there. Now we have power. Now, knowing my luck, after I've smashed all of these blocks down, it's not going the wrong way. There we go, free blaster. So I can grab all of this zinc, stick it on there, and that's going to turn into a stack of zinc for free. And I can do that with all of my food and stuff as well. Oh, that's amazing. Oh no, I think food needs a smoker, doesn't it? It needs a campfire. So we might have to build another one of these as well, but that's going to get us going for now, although it does look horrendous. In fact, this entire area around here looks totally horrendous, and there's only one thing to do about that, and that's build a starter house. Hooray, episode 1, what? Processing by particle, okay. However, if I'm going to be building a house, I'm going to need to decorate it, which means I need a whole bunch more of these materials so that I can craft some of these chipped workbenches, which have changed. They totally look different now. I quite like this one, it's quite nice. And that means I can put my wood on there and get all of these different variants. Nice. No, I want one for stone now, please. Iron, clay and bricks. Oh, jeez. Where am I going to get clay from, mate? Got any clay down? Oh, there's clay. I found clay. Don't panic, everyone. Let's put a handful of clay on my handy smelter. There we go, it's already done. And now I can make myself a crafting workbench thing. Nice. So now that I've got these tables, I can go through all of those materials that we've been gathering, turn them into some fancy variants, and get ourselves a little starter house built. So here we go, peeps. It's time for that third and final time lapse. Let's do this. First of all, I thought it might be a good idea to figure out what I could actually build with the limited resources I had available. So I loaded up a creative copy of the world and quickly realized that I'd need a bunch more resources than I actually had. So after figuring out a basic plan, I headed back off to the forest island to grab some vines and flowers, and I spent a little bit of time gathering clay so I could craft things like bricks and flower pots. Next, it was time to prep the build area, which I did by clearing out a layer of sand on top of the desert island where the house would be built, and once that area had been flattened and I'd successfully gone through 5 or 6 stone shovels, I ran back down the mines to grab as much iron as possible. I also grabbed a bunch more limestone from a section I'd already mined through during the original mining montage. After that, it was finally time to make a wrench, so I squished some gold, crafted a cog, and I was almost good to go. The only thing I still needed, believe it or not, was more wood. As wood is pretty much the only building material I've got right now. If I was going to build a decent starter house with a natural interior, I'd need a bunch more logs. But after all that mechanical sawing, I was starving and I'd completely run out of food, so I chased a few chickens, bashed a few balls, and headed back to the starter island. And after spending even more time crafting everything I'd need, it was finally time to start placing blocks. Well, it's amazing what you can do with a little bit of oak and stone. I'm really happy with how this has turned out, and I think it's got just about enough texture and colour variation to not just look totally, well, basic starter house. I really like the shape. I love the windows. These macaw mods are amazing. These ones here, they open and close, and they just look absolutely fantastic. We've got all of these furniture mods. We've got the chairs that we can sit on. We've got this little fire pit here on the veranda with lots of flowers and pots and things. It does look a little bit oak inside, but, well, at this point, I just don't have any other materials, so it's going to have to be pretty oaky. We've got a nice little kitchen set up here. We've got our furnace for cooking. We've got some cooking pots and knives and cupboards. We've got more storage space than I could possibly know what to do with. And around here we've got an extra little bit of storage space here, a sort of little workshopy bit before you get actually into the main workshop, which has now got our little lava generator, which is hooked up to the water wheel outside. We've got all of our tables that we need. We've got our little press thing. We've got everything we need. And then upstairs we've got a nice big bedroom as well with plenty of space. We've got wardrobes, a little desk to do work on. We've got a display case with nothing in it, some more racks and things. We've got a nice big double bed. We've got a dog. It's all worked out rather well. Apparently I've missed a block though. I better not fall down that hole. Let's go get a block and fill that in. Where's all my wood gone? That one will do. Vertical striped. It's not going to fit, but there we go. It's the wrong way round, but it's fine. Right, okay, outside then, I've done my best to decorate, but again, very short on materials. I've used some of these sand layers from my Bits and Bobs mod. I've added some of this grass stuff around. We've got some shelves, a little bit of birch in there as well to throw that together. We've got a little walkway down to the beach where we'll have a jetty and stuff for, well, fishing and our boat to park at. And around the outside, I've done the usual, throwing a few bushes around to make it look a little bit more, well, lively. We've got some flower boxes on the side of the house. Around the back, we've got a few more bushes. I put some vines on and they're growing a bit fast already. I kind of only wanted a few, but they're already spreading like crazy, so I'll have to keep our eye on those. And then here's our water wheel just round the back with a little bit of shaft and a couple of gearboxes linking that to inside. And that's basically it. And like I say, I'm really happy with it. I can't believe how well this has come out, to be honest with you. Although it did take me an extra 3 hours worth of resource gathering and crafting to make all that stuff. Going through the decoration on the inside a little bit more, we've got our waystone, obviously. We've got a couple of little sideboards here to put stuff in. We've got a little, well, it's actually a cake stand, but I thought it kind of looked a little bit like a shoe rack. And it looks like it's bedtime. So we better actually sleep in our bed for the first time and have a nice night. And hopefully in the morning when we look out the window, we'll see the sun. Where's this? Have I built the house the wrong way round? Oh my goodness, the sun rises on the other side. Oops.